A follow-up on our investigation into a story we broke back in April. That is when we uncovered two Newport News firefighters who were terminated after a delay of aid in a deadly incident. We sat down with the Newport News Fire Chief Wesley Rogers. Rogers says protocols were not followed when first responders arrived on the scene of a shooting October 15th. 39-year-old Quandrell Williams was found shot several times behind an apartment on Garden Drive. He died in the hospital 10 days later. During our interview, Chief Rogers stated he notified the Virginia Office of Emergency Medical Services about the incident shortly after it happened. However, the Office of EMS denied that claim. We sent an FOIA request to get down to the truth. 10 on your side's Aisha Tolliver reports.
During our interview with then interim Newport News Fire Chief Wesley Rogers, he stated he notified the Virginia Office of Emergency Medical Services about the delay in care shortly after it happened.
Upon this incident, it is incumbent upon me as the director to notify the state that an incident had occurred, and now it's up to the state through their legislative regulations to be able to determine whether or not they conduct an investigation at that point.
But in April, OEMS sent us a statement saying, quote, OEMS has no open investigation concerning this provider and has no record of the reported related incident. With conflicting accounts, we sent a FOIA request to OEMS for correspondence about the incident. The emails and voicemails we received confirm Passmore was indeed notified, so take a look at this. A letter from Rogers to VDH's Director of Regulation and Compliance Enforcement Division, Ron Passmore. It's dated October 27th, 2023. It reads in part, quote, this is an official notification to your office of the incident and that we have immediately initiated an investigation into this matter. It ends with, if you require the Newport News Fire Department to take further actions or need more information on the incident, please advise and we will accommodate the request. 2 days later, Passmore forwarded the letter to another VDH employee, Chad Gregg, to see if a compliance case needed to be created and to let him know what he finds out. But then the paper trail stops. That is until April 9th, when Rogers confronted Passmore and Gregg about denying he notified them to waive TV 10. The lack of action leaves one wondering, why weren't VDH officials forthcoming and what should have been done once they were notified? Steve Pincus is with the Peninsula's Emergency Medical Services Council. He says Rogers followed protocol.
If it's egregious and there's gross negligence, that's some of the times exactly when they should inform the Office of Emergency Medical Services and things like that. They are the ones who are the enforcement agency, not the department itself. It all goes through the Virginia Office of Emergency Medical Services.
In our previous coverage, we reported sources say the two firefighters who were let go are still first responders with a different organization in Hampton Roads. In order for them to continue to be medics, they have to be certified through OEMS.
But as far as revoking a certification, that is actually one of the enforcement remedies that comes from the Office of EMS itself. They will have to institute an investigation.
We reached out to Passmore again this morning before the story aired, but have not heard back. Aisha Tolliver, 10 on your side.